We had a good thing, you stupid son of a bitch. It was perfect. But no, you just had to blow it up. You and your pride and your ego. You just had to be the man. If you'd done your job, known your place, we'd all be fine right now.
Yeah.
Console gaming? Couldn't be me.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PC.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
you're a PC gamer.
Yeah.
I built my PC to escape the terror known as console gaming. For years I was stuck living life as a low-life peasant, feasting on whatever little PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo could provide. And then along came the PC, and I no longer wanted to see a single console-related thing or to deal with the intricacies of console gaming ever again. Now here we are, and welp, console gaming has shown its ugly face at my front door yet again. Believe me, not a single PC gamer was ever happy about having to make a Microsoft Xbox account to play games. Nobody likes having to log into a Ubisoft account, EA account, Rockstar account, Activision account on a game client like Steam that we're already signed into. I mean, it's really not the end of the world, but it is quite annoying. None of us built a gaming PC just so we would have to deal with console UI and console rules. People built their PCs to escape the terror known as console gaming. And yet Microsoft and now Sony just can't help themselves. This has been a long time coming. I mean, let's face it, we all knew eventually PlayStation was gonna make a move like this where you must have a PSN account. Because if you haven't heard the news, well, HellDivers, an important message from our partner PlayStation about account linking for PC players and its significance in providing player safety features. Due to technical issues at the launch of HellDivers 2, we allowed the linking requirements for Steam accounts to a PlayStation Network account to be temporarily optional. That grace period will now expire. See details below in this post. Account linking plays a critical role in protecting our players and upholding the values of safety and security provided on PlayStation and PlayStation Studios games. This is our main way to protect players from griefing and abuse by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior. It also allows those players that have been banned the right to appeal. As such, as of May 6, all new HellDivers 2 players on Steam will be required to connect their Steam account to a PlayStation Network account. Current players on Steam will start to see the mandatory login from May 30th and will be required to have a linked Steam and PlayStation Network account by June 4th. PlayStation Network accounts are free and easy to set up using this link. We understand that while this may be an inconvenience to some of you, this step will help us to continue to build a community that you are all proud to be a part of.
No.
What?
I said no.
Why not?
I don't want to.
We understand. This might be an inconvenience for you. Yeah, you know, just a slight inconvenience if you're a person that lives in a country where there is no PSN. If you are a HellDiver now, you're screwed thanks to this update. Several countries will be heavily affected, and they just call it an inconvenience. No, this is not an inconvenience. This is scamming people out of their own product. If you bought this game and you're about to be locked out next month because you can't make a PSN account, you deserve a refund and more on top of that. It's such a boneheaded decision that makes absolutely no sense. If it was optional, I don't think you would get any sort of backlash. But here it's mandatory, you must make one. So therefore, people who bought this game and can't do that just got screwed out of their own purchase. Was there no forward thinking over there at Sony headquarters when they said, yeah, let's make PSN mandatory for HellDivers 2? I mean, what was the logical conclusion there?
He was caught smoking crack.
Knowing PC gamers are the type of people that will completely abandon your product if you even try to charge them for online or mods, what made them think this was something that they would get away with? It's had the complete opposite effect. In less than 24 hours, one of the most popular, highly rated games on Steam is now one of the worst rated games on Steam. People endlessly attempting to refund their product. And as you can imagine, the normies, the TikTok brain crowd, doesn't understand what the problem is because their pea-sized brains can't comprehend it. Their world is as limited as their TikTok feeds. So obviously, you're gonna have some people out here defending and capping for it, like this jackass.
Okay, time to play some Halo. Hey, Microsoft here. You're gonna need an Xbox account to play Halo. Sure, that's no big deal. I'll go ahead and make an account real quick. Also, I think I'm gonna download Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hey, Rockstar here. You're actually gonna need to make a Rockstar account to play Red Dead 2 as well.
That's fine. As long as I can play Red Dead Redemption 2, I am happy. I'm also thinking about playing some HellDivers 2 as well. Hey, Sony here.
Oh no you don't, PlayStation. How dare you?
What?
Making me create an account to play a game is absolutely wrong. I can't believe you would stoop so low against us PC players.
Hey, Ubisoft here. I saw that you have Rainbow Six downloaded on Steam. You're gonna need a Ubisoft account if you want to play it.
Oh, sure.
No problem. Now, where was I?
Oh yes, you realize that we are the superior platform. How can you enforce these rules on us?
But you were just fine with...
Do you understand that you are going to destroy gaming with this decision? You should be ashamed of yourself. This isn't funny!
Who in the hell is this fat? Get him the off my screen now, please and thank you. Look at this. It's White Mighty Keef, or White Wannabe Mighty Keef. I am Whitey Keef. That was terrible. Is that what TikTokers like? Is that what the Zoomers are watching these days? Is that what passes off as good material? God damn, I really don't have to try then. Holy shit. That was the most soy-induced TikTok video I've seen in a long time. Pure cuckery. This dude gets off on defending corporations like Sony. Now, never mind that, he basically defended every company that enforces this on you. What a total retard. Man had absolutely no idea what he was doing. He just watches Mighty Keef skits because, you know, his pea-sized brain thinks that is pure comedy gold, and he tried his absolute best to mimic it, thinking to himself, oh yeah, I'm cooking with this one. Let me just go ahead and defend all corporations that pull this crap off. I mean, he is right though. Sony is the worst offender that we don't want. So that was actually kind of based on that part. Sony, Xbox butter. But nonetheless, the last thing you want to do in your defense is be like, well, hey, let me defend all corporations doing it. That makes my point even stronger. No, it doesn't. Go back to doing your wife's boyfriend's laundry and shut the up. Sony got caught changing their own words. Accounts were optional like the first picture. Sony comes in, says it's required today, and changes their wording on PSN PC games.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Wow, is this really the company that Tim Dog swapped teams for? Is this the company all those Xbox guys jumped ship for? They said Xbox was too misleading, only to jump board to another company that's just as misleading. I mean, I'm not surprised because I've been covering PlayStation and how dishonest and misleading they are for a long time. So of course it comes as no surprise to me that Sony was behind this entire disastrous idea, and they get the advantage of not taking shit for it. Instead, it's Arrowhead who's on the receiving end, because that's what Sony always does. They use their developers and studios as meat shields. But to be fair, the community manager over there at Arrowhead is about as tone deaf as the executives at Sony. For instance, community manager Spitz here in the Discord says,
"It's not like this is the first time or even the 14th mainstream game to require a third-party account that takes a couple minutes to create. But if it's a deal breaker to have to take 120 seconds out of your day to enter an email and password, then forget about it. Change your Steam review and make your displeasure known on a platform where it matters."
I'm telling. I said vacuum!
Wow, talk about sounding like a total PlayStation fanboy. How tone deaf do you have to be? How do you get a job doing this, being so tone deaf? I mean, anyone who's actually good at their job and a community management position would know this is not what you post. Clearly, they know it was wrong because somebody must have pulled them aside and slapped some sense into them, because this is what they posted later.
Yeah, I was was completely unaware how many countries didn't have the ability to make a PSN account when I made that statement. I deeply regret implying that it was so easy for everyone to just sign up and not have to worry about it. It's absolutely not our intention to force people to break Sony terms of service or just not play the game if they're in a restricted region. There needs to be a better solution. That change, the Steam announcement, and the FAQ are all coming from Sony and not from our team at Arrowhead. If a better solution isn't provided for players who are in regions without PSN coverage, I'm assured that we won't be making the requirement mandatory for those players. We're not going to force people to either break Sony terms of service or not play the game. Internal discussions are ongoing about the mandatory linking change, and while I can't reveal details, the response from our dev teams has been pretty universally negative, and we're looking for better options.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
What the hell? So, you mean to tell me the only way it's not mandatory to link a stupid-ass PSN account nobody wants is to live in a country where it doesn't exist? This update isn't well thought out at all. Who the hell is Arrowhead hiring? How do you not know the basics about the platforms you're publishing your games on? You didn't know PSN wasn't available in about 39 countries? Why do you even get a paycheck? Why do you get paid to be so ignorant? They really do just hire any jackasses in the industry. The incompetence is insane.
HellDivers 2 on Steam is now unable to purchase in numerous countries after it was announced that a PSN login will soon be required. Steam has also been approving refund requests for players even if they've played over 2 hours.
Jesus Christ. How did you fumble one of your biggest successes of all time, Sony? No, seriously, this has been one of PlayStation's biggest success stories of all time. And in the span of a few months, they fumbled the whole goddamn thing. I get that this is probably not going to affect the overall player count. I'm sure a lot of people are going to stay playing, but you've basically shut out the potential for growth on this game by not including all of these countries because you want to mandate that people have a PSN account to play it. No, what was wrong with just keeping it optional? It worked the whole time just fine. You wouldn't have to be doing twice the amount of work figuring out a solution if you would have just left things the way they were, completely optional. You know, there's a reason Michael Jackson protested against a company like Sony. Now, let's not waste any time. I know why you're here. You want salt, and well, I have salt for you, but there's also more on top of that. I guess I will have to make a part 2 because there's so much salt, I can't really cover it in solely one video. So, for you disgusting, filthy, low-life addicts that can't get enough of this crap, stay tuned for more. In the meantime, let's cover the salt we have on our hands now. And it's the best type of salt, PlayStation Fanboy tiers.
This is due to capturing better data points for player counts as well as potentially buying out Arrowhead Game Studios. PC peeps don't like it. Oh well, had to make a Microsoft account many years later from Minecraft. Well, after Microsoft bought the IP.
Oh great, it's the 40-plus-year-old koala that escaped the zoo and console wars on a daily basis, hoping to one day achieve a status in the console war playing field. Absolutely embarrassing take from X-Vault Gaming. Nobody liked having to make a Microsoft account, and still nobody likes to make a Microsoft account to play. It being mandatory for certain games did receive backlash, so what's up with this revisionism? Oh, I know why. It's because a bit ago, X-Vault said this. You'll need a Microsoft account to play Sea of Thieves on PS5.
Oh, then never mind. I'll pass.
You fucking hypocrite. Why are they all like this? Why are the PlayStation fans always so stupid, so lacking in self-awareness? It's like they cannot remember a single talking point they present. It's always my job or your job to remember what the pony said. If we left it up to them, they would never hold themselves accountable. Well, thank God for my memory, and thank God for the power of screenshotting on Twitter. Even though this asshat has me blocked because he's a coward, I was still able to scoop up the best info on him. And lo and behold, his sentiment is the same as PC gamers, and yet he wants to call them out. Yeah, how about you go f yourself? Go eat some eucalyptus leaves, go crawl on a tree, and shut the f up.
Time for PS to pull back support for PC. If they're going to protest having to create a free account that doesn't even have to have legitimate info.
No, Mr. Positive, it's time for you to pull that Sony cock back out of your mouth. Jim Ryan's been shooting duds for a long time, so I don't know why you're still sucking on it. See, this is what separates PC gamers from console gamers. Not taking shit, for starters. Always demanding better. Having no problem negatively reviewing something due to performance bugs, glitches, you know. Having standards seems to be a problem for console users. They don't like it that we want to have total freedom. I mean, that's their biggest problem with PC gamers. That we want freedom instead of just falling in line with the console brand when the whole point of PC is to avoid that catastrophe. Also, his ignorance is clearly showing as he doesn't seem to realize that a good chunk of PC gamers can't do that because PSN just doesn't exist in their region. I'm amazed how PC gamers know more about this than PlayStation users do. Holy shit.
As I was saying before, hopefully everyone can see what I meant when I said the PC community hates Sony's guts with the insane difference of energy with HellDivers. If I'm Sony, I'd go tough on the community and drop $70 games and then Nuvo because there's no winning them over.
Yeah, how dare you PC gamers not submit to your corporate overlord like the rest of us? Look, none of us like picking the cotton fields, but if the master says so, we must do it. F***ing pathetic. This is why PlayStation users got charged for online. Sony knew you would fold like a goddamn chair and they'd be able to take you wherever they wanted. Absolutely pathetic crowd. This is why you're stuck with nothing but remakes and remasters this generation. This is why you were stuck with price hikes. This is why you're stuck with the shittier subscription service. This is why you got stuck with the PS Portal. This is why you didn't get The Last of Us multiplayer. You're complacent. You only buy the box because it's winning in the numbers, but it's not winning your heart or your soul. PC gamers know PSN is trash. That's why they won't download it. That's why they won't accept it. Because they've seen what it does to you guys. We're not stupid. We're the reason games for Windows Live never took off. We stopped that shit the minute we got a chance to. Meanwhile, you're sitting here crying and whining about how entitled PC gamers are because we don't bend the knee. You wish you were us. That's really what it's all about. These console dudes are envious because they wish they had the spine PC gamers do.
Sea of Thieves requires a Microsoft account to play on PlayStation. PlayStation gamers. Cool. HellDivers 2 requires a PSN account to play on PC. PC gamers.
I don't understand. Did this pony think this post was gonna make them look better than PC gamers? Because all that comes off to me as is bending over backwards for just about any corporation. That's what that comes off as. So you mean to tell me any single demand Microsoft and Sony makes out of you going forward, you're just gonna say yes? Is that the message you want to give off? Okay, well, be my guest, Mr. Nicola. That's the biggest difference between us. You sit there and you claim you will never make a Microsoft account or hand them over money, and yet the minute they mandate it, you roll over and say, okay, take my money, Microsoft. Meanwhile, PC gamers are saying, no, f off PSN. Take 100,000 negative reviews on your game.
PC Master is being bitch made again. I hope my Arrowhead doesn't back down from all these cry-bitter tears. Now you know what it's like to be slightly, like 40 seconds low, inconvenienced at PlayStation. Create a separate launcher. We need more salt.
Absolutely hilarious. He doesn't even know. Arrowhead wasn't for this decision. And the funny part is they are backing down from the community. Now it's up to Sony to either bend the knee to the PC Master Race or continue with this foolish decision. And I'm willing to bet they're going to do away with making it mandatory to have a PSN account. Why? Well, because right now it is far too big of an inconvenience in regions of the world where there is no access to that. Sony is going to literally have to make it optional for their own sake. And if they only make it optional in those countries and not countries like America, then it's gonna be an even bigger problem. So again, just keep it optional. Really, the most boneheaded decision Sony has made in 2024 so far. They had a good thing going and they just had to go and mess it all up. I mean, it's not like they can't undo the damage, especially if they get to it like right away. But as we speak, I promise you, I will not make a PSN account if it's mandatory. Sony, if you keep it optional, I'll make one. But you try and force me, and my stubborn attitude is gonna come out and tell you no. So, there's more Salt in part 2. Stay tuned. With that being said, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you so choose to, and I'll be seeing you at the next batch.
Free Congo sucks ass.